There have been more developments in the Prince Andrew case tonight. His lawyers have written to the US judge to demand a jury trial in the civil lawsuit brought by Virginia Giuffre, who's accused him of sexual assault. Prince Andrew has consistently denied all allegations against him, something he reinforces in an 11-page document filed by his lawyers. So what are we to make, if anything, of the Prince's demands for a jury to hear his case? I'm joined now by the lawyer, Gloria, Allred, who represents women who were abused by Jeffrey Epstein. She does not represent Virginia Giuffre. Good evening. Thank you very much for joining us. What is the significance of Prince Andrew pushing for a jury trial?
Well, thank you very much for inviting me. I actually think there is not a great deal of significance for the following reason. In federal court, if one party, and let's say that's plaintiff Virginia, asks for a jury trial, she's going to get a jury trial. And I have reviewed her complaint, and in fact, she does demand a jury trial. So essentially, the prince is agreeing to her demand, which if he did not agree to it, she would get a jury trial anyway. So he might as well agree to it.
So what is the tactic then? Why does it help Prince Andrew or help Virginia if they both do it?
Well, I mean, she's going to get it anyway, so he might as well just agree. Now, why does she want a jury trial is really the best question. And the answer would be generally plaintiffs, and the person who is suing, that's Virginia, is called a plaintiff, wants a jury trial rather than a bench trial. In other words, rather than having a judge decide it, she wants a jury trial because generally a jury trial is more favorable to a plaintiff because a jury listens to the narrative presented by both sides, and they generally develop feelings about that narrative. And if they agree with the plaintiff and like her narrative and find there's evidence to support her claims, then generally they will award a larger verdict. They will come back with a larger verdict for her than a judge would. So that is why plaintiffs generally do like to have a jury trial rather than have a judge decide it.
But in the 11-page document, I think that Prince Andrew's lawyers refer to something called the doctrine of unclean hands. Could you just explain unclean hands?
Well, he's generally saying, first of all, most of what he filed is a general denial, kind of a boilerplate like most lawyers would. You know, deny, affirm, doesn't have sufficient facts to answer, that kind of thing. Now, in a way, he also indicates, and this is a partial answer to your question, that, you know, if she has suffered any damages, for example, that some of it might be attributable to others, not to him. So, for example, she has alleged that she was trafficked to other people as well. He may be alleging that if she suffered any damages, it's due to her being trafficked to other people. Of course, he denies that she was trafficked to him. So unclean hands, perhaps, is that, you know, suggesting that maybe she is, you know, that she is responsible for some of what happened to her. So, for example, Carolyn, in the previous criminal case against Ms. Maxwell, resulting in a conviction of Ms. Maxwell, Carolyn was one of the victims who testified. Right. And she testified that Virginia recruited her.
Yeah, I'm afraid, thank you so much. I'm afraid we're going to have to stop you there. Thank you very much indeed, Gloria Allred.
Thank you.